things you've done. We got a call one day at the monastery in New Jersey, and they said, this is the Catholic Church in Lakewood, New Jersey. And it's a very beautiful church. It's a, what do you call it? Cathedral. And they said the Pope has issued what do they call that when the Pope issues an encyclical? The Pope has issued an encyclical that all Catholic churches are required to invite other religions, priests and monks to come and talk about their faith. So would your Lama come and talk about Buddhism in the church? So, I asked him and he said, sure, I'll do it, So I was his driver and his cook and his gardener and his clothes washer and sometimes his translator. And so I got to go with him, and it was beautiful, it was stunning. We were walking down the middle of this beautiful stone cathedral, and he was like so happy, he's like, wow, what are those guys in those windows, colored windows? Look, the sun is coloring the guys, and the priest was like, oh, those are saints, Wow, that's such a good idea. Then he's like, take a note, Mike. We got to have those colored windows in our temple. I'm like, okay, I got it, And then he's looking, and then halfway down the cathedral, he stops, and there's this little room off to the side, and a priest is coming in one side, and then this lady is coming in the other side through a different door, and he's like grabbing the priest. He's like, what, what's going on in there? What are they doing in there? He says, don't worry. It's a special custom. What are they doing in there? The priest goes in, the lady goes in, and then the lady tells the priest all the bad stuff she did last week. Oh, well then what do they do? Well, then he tells her to do some prayers on these beads. Oh, he's like a mantra, like Om Mani Padme Hum. Yeah, Hail Mary, Om Mani, Hail Mary, over and over, And then all the bad karma is gone, And he says, that's perfect. That's exactly what we do, He says, that's a purification chamber, And he says, I understand. It's a great custom you guys have, Your church is all right, And then he goes, my Lama goes like this, where's the other one? And the priest goes, what other one? He says, the other room on the left side. And the priest says, what do you mean the other one? He says, where the lady comes and the priest comes in and the lady tells the priest all the good stuff she did last week. And the priest is like, you could see he's like getting an idea, like, yeah, maybe we need one of those, a rejoicing chamber, So in this tradition, in the Tibetan tradition, we are required to do step number 4. Coffee meditation means when you come home, change your clothes, have dinner, wash the dishes. You can watch TV for half an hour, okay? As long as you're supporting the right team. And then take your bath and then put on your night clothes, lay down on your bed, and you must fall asleep thinking about kind things you have done for other people, or this system will not work for you. Okay? It will not work. Okay? You have to do that. Step number 4 is essential. It doesn't work without step number 4. Okay? And it's a beautiful custom. It's a wonderful custom to go to sleep that way. You sleep well. You never have trouble sleeping. Because your mind, as you fall asleep, you're thinking sweet thoughts about kind things you've done. And the whole night your mind is happy and contented. And you wake up with a bright, happy mind. You see, it's a very powerful, we could put all those drug companies out of business. It's a very wonderful way to fall asleep, okay?